Just before I dive into this video, this is in editing. I wanted to talk about this 20,000 blue gems real quick before we hop into the main video, just to clear up any misunderstandings. This specific giveaway that you see is limited to once per account, and if you already got it, you most likely won't be seeing this again. Now, when I got it initially on this account, I figured they're giving it out for everyone right now, and I forgot that I already got it on my main account a while back. So just keep that in mind. If you've been playing for a while, you probably won't see this. This is specifically for people with new accounts that hadn't already claimed this before. And for me, I already had my account for like a couple days. So if you're new to the game and you don't see this before July 31st, just wait a few days and it probably should show up sometime soon. I didn't know this that I'm telling you right now. I didn't know this in the video. So if you happen to hear you guys will have certain such and such blue gems now, just know that this is specifically for those beginners that haven't accepted this yet. Now, there's a secondary gift of 1,300 blue gems, and I'll throw it up on screen right now. This, however, everyone should get. So you should be seeing this in your gift box. So either way, you're not walking away with nothing. You're still getting at least 1,300 blue gems. So just keep an eye out for this. This is because of the 1,300th, I think, JP day. So you can still claim that. Okay. With that out of the way, let's go right back to the video. Welcome back to another Blue Lock video. I was actually asked to make another video on how to get blue gems, especially as a free-to-play player, how you can farm them or claim them from missions. So I'm going to go over that in this video, but it actually is kind of fitting. Until July 31st, as you can see on screen, you do get 20,000 blue gems. I did go over this in a previous video, but you know, I just logged into the game on my iPad and then it just showed up. So I was like, you know what, this is the perfect time to start recording. So here it is, until July 31st, you do get 20,000 blue gems. So if you can log in until then, you just get a free 20k, which is super nice. Another thing though is I actually already had logged in, but if you check my gift box, right here it says the 1,300 day release celebration is also ongoing, so you get 1,300 blue gems on top of that. So if you are, you know, gonna hop in, definitely don't forget to grab your free 20k blue gems. I did mention that sometimes the devs just like to give out gems like that, so here it is in this case. Now, overall, I spent 15,000 plus 12,000 and a bit of like, I think it was like 2,222 gems. Is that special banner? So overall, I've spent close to 30,000. Let's just round it up. I've spent close to 30,000. And again, I didn't particularly go for any sort of reroll or anything like that. I just got the first 5-star alert that I got, which happened to be this rail right here. And so this is my box right now. Again, it's not something that I fully re-rolled for, but you know, I'm happy with it. We got a bunch of 4-star flow players. So for how to get blue gems, the missions tab is still going to be your best bet. You finish your daily missions, you get 50, and I actually just finished my auto training right here, right? But let's just quickly do this just to showcase how quick it can be. It's going to go over to bulk cheer. You want at least follow 1, and then if you remember my recommendation from a previous video, you do want that number to be 49. You don't want to cap out your follow limit just in case you happen to... Wait, I don't have this set up, so let me back out real quick and do this one instead. Yeah, sorry, I was saying you don't want to max that out because this is also Templar. I didn't pay attention. Let's do this one. Okay. Alright. So sorry, you don't want to cap it out because let's say you hit the daily limit. It's a bit of a weird discrepancy, but the resets for their login bonuses and especially the refresh on how many people you can follow, right? It caps out at 50 per day, but the daily missions reset like 3 hours later. So just so you're able to finish dailies, just make sure that's capped out at 49. And okay, so there's the new scout. Let me just do the free scout. If you check right here, there's always going to be this free scout here, but they'll always also give another free scout, just a multi. They'll give out a multi, so you can always do a summon. You don't have to worry about that. Before, they didn't give the multi before, so you have to look for this, just one scout. And of course, if you happen to use up all your scouts, again, the daily missions kind of reset at a different time, you can always head on over to these scouts, specifically the meal scouts, which I don't have any yet, but you'll sometimes have meal scouts. And so, or if you want to, what you could do is, so like this 2-star, I don't really care about 2-stars. You could save these for a rainy day if you don't have meal scouts, but generally you'll also have meal scouts. I'm on like 1,000, so I just use them if I just happen to use all my scouts for the day. But since we're here, let me just do this. Let's see if we get lucky with a 4-star. It's only 30% chance, but you never know. Okay, we get borrow here, which is pretty nice. I think I got a 4-star once on my main account, but let's see. But yeah, after this summon, and you don't have to do like these specific summons. Okay, we do get a 4-star. Hey, come here. Is he speed? Yes. And I got 3-star. Shoot, okay. And with that, let's go back here and just quickly claim the dailies. As you can see, it's done pretty quickly. So you get 50 gems right there. And then you go into your fixed tab. This is where you get a lot of gems, especially as a beginner. Let me scroll all the way down here. There's a lot of titles here, but like you'll see stuff like this, like raising your team rank. You get a lot of blue gems here. If you keep looking up, just keep raising your team rank. A lot of blue gems. Scroll to here. Attempt rivalry battles. And so I got a significant chunk from there, and I'm still getting some here, right? It's 125 basically. So, you know, not bad. You also get a significant amount from here. Again, this is just training. You finish these missions, you get the 3k here. I think that's all you get from this, which is totally fine. For this as well, you do get 3,000 for completing one training of a player. And I think you get some here, do you? I don't think you do. But you do get training materials. And these, oh, never mind, take it back, you do. So raising your team power again. So as you can see, you just get a lot of blue gems. This is the best way I'd recommend to build up blue gems. And I already did 2 summons worth, like close to 30k. So in my opinion, sadly, that's like the best ways you can get gems, just the missions tabs. And if you're still worried about building your account, do not worry, you can always do these free summons. Let me just find it. They always have this. And if you're able to log in twice every day, for me, Pacific time, it's at, I think, 8 a.m. and then like 6 p.m. But I generally log in at 9 p.m. for the daily reset. Around those times, so like 6 p.m. and 8 a.m. for me, Pacific time, you generally get 1 free multi. So technically you get 2 per day, but even if you can't log in twice a day, which is totally fine, a lot of people can only log in once, you can still at least do that 1 free multi every day. And I forgot that I don't have a lot of units, so we're just gonna have to sit through some of this. And again, it's a free multi, so even if you don't get anything good, that's fine. It's still, you know, something that you just get to do for free. So don't worry too much, but make sure you always do that. Just finish your missions. And that's just by playing the game, right? Training. Really, it is just training, and then also doing rivalry matches, or the rivalry battles. And then just doing your free scouts. That's another good way. But there is a second way that I didn't go over because it's right here, player directory. You want to build up as much of your team as possible. And by doing more training, then you'll kind of get the most out of this. So let's just go to Botcher since we have a little bit here. You'll notice, okay, I got a title, but if I check my reward list, you can also get blue gems here. Just make sure to check back into this player directory. It's in the team and then number 5 player directory. You can get a decent amount of blue gems. You won't get any initially. Again, this is more of a long-term thing. This is actually what you would look forward to when you're finished the beginner missions and stuff. This is like your other long-term way to get gems. Again, the best way that I've seen you can build this meter up is just training. You need to do a lot of training. It'll take a lot of time, but it's still a pretty good way to get blue gems too. I wish there was another way to do it, but that's the way I've been playing this game as a free-to-play player. Of course, the sync greatly helped when JP and Global synced. They gave up these tickets if you had certain characters before the sync happened. And with that, I was able to get a lot of great units and a good head start going into essentially when the 2 versions merged. So when Global got all the units JP had. So I was able to pick up a lot of units that way. But other than that, I've basically been free to play, and I have even maxed out 3 stars completely as a free to play. Like, it happened 2 or 3 times. So it's kind of a long form game. I know it's a bit different. As a free to play player, you do have to really choose your banners. But at least now, you know, they're giving out 20k gems. So July 31st, make sure you claim those. And, you know, just for the sake of it, I'm going to do a summon in this video to go over like how I would kind of pick banners one more time. It never hurts, right? Let me just go ahead and claim this though. But yeah, you just want to keep doing your missions. You want to keep training, just playing the game, and do your free scouts. As a free to play, that's just your best bet. Now, I don't spend on the game, but that's the tried and true strat that I've used. And I'm also not a very competitive player. Like, I don't care if you check. You could check hot players. It's a good tab to check. Let's say if you're confused on, okay, how do I go from here? What's the next step I can do? But definitely never compare, because if you check the team, you'll see this person has a level 75 star, right? And they have all these units, right? Of course, the friend is, you can disregard that, but if you're ever stuck, you can always check that as like, okay, so this Reen, how did you train this person up? It's not going to show every single unit, of course. It's just going to show their best unit. But, you know, it's a good place to check, right? So you can check, okay, so this is level 50. This is the team this person used. Not bad. But don't compare yourself too much, because it's sometimes really difficult to hit those numbers. Even if you have a better team, sometimes it's hard to get those numbers because they just got lucky, right? But it's kind of just a long game. Still, it's fun. I'm still playing it, so hopefully you can pull that off too. But let's go ahead and jump into the scouts. So let's see. I'm probably going to skip these. I think you can get this from the shop. How much is it? Is this the one? Yeah, I think this is the one. $3 to 105. Yeah, I mean, if you're a spender, I still wouldn't recommend that, because 3 stars, I don't really use them anymore unless I need something to really fill out my team, and I have them super high leveled. But if you're starting off, you might as well just stick with trying to go for the 4 stars. Okay, so for this one, there's an 8-time scout, and if we're going to check the drops, I'm probably going to skip it. Let's just double check. So 0.025 for Arene here, and 0.05 for Arene here, and this is for 6 slots. And then the last 2 slots, workout gear for 1, and then the bonus slot. I'm going to skip that because that's a pretty low chance, so I wouldn't recommend that. For the beginner scout, probably wouldn't go for this, even though it says you can exchange stuff. I generally stay away from these banners because you generally want to, when you're doing these types of summons, keep summoning to get more and more of those types of exchange items, right? And for me, I'd rather just do a summon, get the units, get the value, and then dip. In this case, you're not really, it's like a 0.13, 0.14, right? 0.14 chance. And you're really just banking on getting the items that you need to trade. That's, in my opinion, something I don't want to do. And you'll notice 2-star players have 30% chance here, and then a 61% chance there. And you have a 0.3% chance to get the super winning hat trick, which is probably this one. And how much do you need? Just 2. So you need to do that twice. Again, that's personally not what I would recommend, because you're going to have to summon multiple times and you might not get lucky, right? Let's see, is this one? This is a 4x scout. It's not a bad scout, but you only get 4 units, so I also can't really recommend this. And again, you're guaranteed to get at least a 4-star, but in this first slot at least. And then let's see, second slot is an LR URAX with a 0.9% chance for an LR, 0.82% chance for a 5-star over there. Okay, and you do get 1 slot for workout gear and 1 bonus slot. So you're getting 1 character, 1 card, 1 workout gear. I don't know, it feels like there's not enough, and there's not enough there. This one, so this one actually costs less. You're getting 12 slots, and if we check what we're getting, already the rates are just higher than they were in the other one. So this one, you're guaranteed a 4-star flow player. at least. That's like the worst you can get. You could get a 5-star, you could get an LR. And then all other 10 slots, it's a 4-star, UR, or UREX. So this is the kind of banner I would look for. And I'm like, okay, that's good. You also get a bonus slot for 1 workout gear, which is fantastic. So I'm already eyeing my... Actually, because there's a discount, I'm just going to go ahead and do this banner right now because it's a very good value banner. And you'll see as well, like, I'll get a ton of units. And I wouldn't worry about the redraw feature here. There is a redraw feature. I wouldn't worry about it too much because if you're a beginner, of course, you're going to have a lot of these units. If, let's say, you're a bit more advanced, you have like quite a lot of units, and if you got a dupe of a unit that you don't really want, then you can try it. Oh, wow. We got super lucky there. We got the limited LR. That's super nice. Okay, that's a great card, actually. I'm probably going to tap through these, but for the sake of time. So, again, this comes with some knowledge, but I will say for the most part, if you don't have a certain card, and if it's new, I would just stick with it. Even if you're somewhat seasoned, if you don't have a card, it's just better to own it. That's just my experience. Okay, so we have 3 more cards left. There's a little trick that you can use. Now we got the Advisor Loki. That's cool. And nice, a good workout here. So here you'll notice you don't really see like what's new and what's not. So if you click back and then head back into Scout, it should show up, hopefully. Yep. So this is new, 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 this is new. So basically everything's new except this one, which I already have, and this Batra. So I'm going to redraw this until I get something new. That's the goal for beginners. Sheet, I don't think I have them, so yeah. I think easy. Now let's redraw this. And I don't have that. I'm happy with that since they're all stuff I don't have. I'm going to hit confirm. Again, for all these other slots, that's not the first or the last slot. You cannot pull the LR. You can only get the 4-star or UR or UREX. Still great value. I got lucky, got the LR, but let's just head back. I would recommend doing that, Scout, at least once, because if you have the gems, which you should from the gift box, definitely do a banner, pull on this. Again, this is only available till July 23rd, and I'm recording this on July 20th. It'll probably be up 8 AM July 21st Pacific time. But if you can, get a summon in, especially the discounted summon. For this Scout, there's 11 pulls you can do. Okay, let's check out the Scout details. This is gonna be a long one. I might not go over every Scout. Let's see. I might just skip the Scouts maybe from here on out. If they're not good, I'm just gonna go past them. Okay, so this is gonna be the top one. Again, if you're ever confused, you'll always be using this top version, or not top version, this top sort of section. If you're ever confused, just go to the top. Unless you have like a super chance, so you summon once, then only these might show up. Again, this one, you need 10 pulls before you can get to that. But let's just check this one out. So 0.052, 0.85, 3-star, and then, is it mainly 2-stars? Nope. Yeah, it's 2-stars and 1-stars. Yeah, I would skip this banner. Again, you're not getting as much value for your account, right? This is a ticket. This one is a 3x Scout. I would not recommend. I probably wouldn't do this summon either, because you'll notice that for the character-specific banners like this, technically, you're better off just waiting for a free Scout on this. Other than that, I probably would not touch this banner though, because that's just the way things are. So the video got corrupted, which I saw in editing for some reason, so we're just going to switch to my phone. And my main account, I'm just going to go over the rest of these summons. It's not going to change anything, because I'm just going to do the same summons, right? The same banners. We're done with this one. This is a 12x Scout with 10,000 blue gems, and the selling point is its increased rate up for 5-stars and LRs. Now, you already noticed that it's 10k, and you might be sort of thinking, oh, okay, so it's 10k, it's a higher amount, so probably means it's a good banner. For this specific one, if I recall it, I don't think it was. So if you go ahead and check, you have 0.64% chance for your featured LR, and overall just 0.8%. And if we scroll all the way down, 30% chance for 2-stars and 1-stars, there's 53.6. With a 100% chance of getting an Ice Bear, which if we check, we need 10. So either way, just stay away from this banner. You mainly will get 2-stars and 1-stars. So even though it's a high amount, that's actually kind of a ripoff. This is a ticket, so you have to purchase that. So skip that. This is a 12x scout for 5,000. This will be similar to the other ones. Again, these will probably have 2 stars and 1 stars, and you're mainly going to get 2 stars and 1 stars. So again, I would avoid this banner. Let's just double check though, just to be sure. But man, these loading times take a long time. Just to double check, go to our 2 stars, 30%, and our 1 stars. Yep, 61.92. These two are ticket based, all 3 are ticket based. This is also somewhat similar. And for a lot of these banners that I'm kind of skipping through, especially the one that I covered before, and now these ones on my phone, you want to make sure that you only really do these banners when they give the free scout. If they don't give the free scout, you just want to avoid these for the most part. There's really not much point in getting these. So if you check this out, again, very low chance for getting the LRs, 2-star players, 30% chance, 63.85 for the 1 stars. We'll skip that. This is the same case. This is the same case. This is also the same case. So is this. So all the banners that I skipped to get to this point, pretty much just only summon on them when you get the free scout. And if you get the rainbow ultimate chance, only then consider summoning if you really want it. Just know that you will get the guaranteed 5-star or whatever featured character there is there, but you will also get 1 stars and 2 stars. Now, for these workout gear scouts, completely avoid them. I was able to get tickets, and especially for this workout gear scout black, when these released, the devs ended up giving out tickets so you can just basically pick one up for free. I wasn't making content when that happened, but if they do in the future, I'll be sure to post it and let you guys know. You can get free workout gears. So that's the best way to essentially get workout gears. You don't want to do these scouts, and these are basically just materials you use to basically redraw subslots for the workout gears. Again, you get these a lot in game, so don't summon on this. This is purely there. This scout is purely there for the free daily scout. Do not summon on this otherwise. And make sure you don't summon on this accidentally. Make sure it's always scout times 1 and it's free. For these EX support cards, honestly, your best bet is to not summon directly on this and just hope you get it in the other summons. That's just the best way to go about them. Again, same case for the other workout gear scouts, and now we have ticket scouts. Now, make sure you do these, and I can show it. Nice. Just for a chance, and this is the reason I'm not really including it fully in my video, these will only have a chance of giving you blue gems, but you can still get it. It's unfortunate that my iPad video got corrupted, because in that one I did showcase that you can edit multiple scouts. Okay, this is perfect. So there is a chance to get blue gems, but I did not get any, right? So if you see right here, you could get blue gems. I just did not get it. And if we check our scout probabilities, you will see the 10x. The blue gems, it's a 0.3, 2.7, and a 7% chance of getting it. So either way, I'm still keeping it in because it is still a way to get blue gems, albeit not consistently. Now, for this scout, you basically can get a free 10 pull every single day. The way you get it is you always get 3 free inside the gift box. You get 3 from the login bonus. Then if you go to missions, events, and let's go here to these daily missions, you get 3 and 4. That's 3 plus 3 plus 4, which is 10. So you get the 10 pull by completing training for 2 players. So you complete a training for 2 players, you log in, you get 1 free multi, and that's a chance at getting blue gems. It's still an option. I personally don't like including it because it's chance based, but let's say you're just 150 off. So let's say right now I'm on 2,800, right? And I need to get to 3K. That 150 from the summon would be perfect. So something to keep in mind, but I think that should cover everything. So let's head back to where we left off in the other video on my other account. We're just going to jump right into it. Do your free scouts as a free-to-play player. That is key because you will not be getting as much blue gems. Sometimes you get lucky every once in a while, and the devs might just drop you 20,000, right? So you could have that and just save it for those value banners, specifically ones that have a discount. So right now, I'm probably going to stay on this 19K for a while. I'm not going to summon. I did that one discounted summon, right? And I would just save it for the next time they give a discounted summon, and then I can do another summon, right? Next, I'm just going to talk about the player directory one last time. So essentially, this only really works if you have been consistently training. So once you're out of missions, out of blue gem missions, in your fixed training tab because you've been doing it for so long and now you're no longer getting much, then and only then you'll see value from this player directory, which you can use to, if you go in here, let's say you trained a lot of size, right? You'll get some blue gems as you level it up. Again, this will only build up this trust meter after you finish training units. That's the best way it builds up. But that's more of a long-term game. You will not see, as you see right here, they don't give blue gems. I just got like a title, right? Because the very first trust just gives a title. So as a beginner, you will not see value from this. This will only show value later down the line once, I think I hit my mic, whoops. You'll only see value from this later down the line when you're finished all your missions, right? But it's a good secondary boost that you can use to get some blue gems if you really need it. That should go over everything. Hopefully this was helpful. And I know it's a bit redundant. I did make a how to get blue gems video before, but I wanted to go over it again, especially because we did get that new login bonus. It's a good time to log into the game. Get 20k free gems plus 1300 for that 1300 day event. And I also wanted to go over player directory because I did forget about that in the other video, but then again, that's more of a intermediate to advanced thing because you need to train a lot of units to make use of that. But either way, that should do it for this video. Thanks for sticking around. I will catch you all in the next one. See ya.